Hello everybody, and welcome to another Warriors Wednesdays. You might be wondering, wait a minute, you're doing Hyrule Warriors on this series? Well, yes I am, because I'm here to tell you why Sheik in Hyrule Warriors is absolutely just an amazing character. I'm going to show you how to get good at Sheik. Let's go ahead and jump into a random battle, and as you can see I'm playing on my Japanese version where I've logged countless hours. We're going to jump into like an in-game battle, preferably not a rewards map battle, so that I can show off what she can do and some tricks and tips that'll help you get the most out of your Sheik. We're just going to jump into any battle here, and if you're curious, I'm going to be testing these theories of how to play Sheik really well in a brand new Sheik. I recently bought the English version of Hyrule Warriors, and so at the midpoint of this video, I'm actually going to switch versions, and I think my Sheik there is like level 4. So we're going to use a level 4 Sheik going up against a more challenging mission in the adventure mode, and we'll see if I can really put my money where my mouth is. Anyway, let's just jump in. I don't really know the scenario here. Okay. Oh, great. I'm wearing one of my favorite costumes for Sheik. Okay, so basically, Sheik, like many others, let's just go into her information, his information, whatever you want to call it. I really don't want to get into that debate. Anyway, so she has a 7-hit combo, which is pretty standard. And actually, in my opinion, the characters that have 7 hits versus the characters that have 5 with extendable combos, the former is almost always better. They more take up the space at the top tier than the ones that have extendable combos. Anyway, so we have her C1, which plays her harp. And so the effect that this harp does depends on whatever her last combo was. And this gets into why Sheik is ridiculous. Let's just go ahead and use her C2. Alright, so this water tornado already is a great attack, but if I now do my C1, which is this, I have a water shield that effectively blocks up to 4 hearts worth of damage. In the late game, that doesn't matter so much, but in the early game, especially when you gotta fight for those S ranks, or A ranks, whatever they're called, in whatever version you're playing. They're called S ranks in the Japanese version. Yeah, having a shield that can absorb that damage and prevent you from, losing your rank just because of a couple flubs makes a big difference. Now, I know in this version they did adjust the damage rating a whole lot, but in the previous 2 versions of Hyrule Warriors, where the damage rating was really strict, yeah, that's a really big deal. In this version, you can basically take, it's percentage based, so you can take a whole health bar's worth of damage plus 1 heart in order to lose out on the perfect rank there. So in this version, it's not as important, but this has always been a really important ability, and just for survivability, not even just for S/A ranks, it's really great. Let's go ahead and use her C3. Okay, so that is a strong, quick attack that allows me to then do the strongest attack in the whole game. Yeah, Sheik has that as well. Let's use that on, like, the captain of this base, so I can show that off. Now, it's tricky to land, but it's also not tricky to land if you can just manipulate this game's AI to do what you want them to do. Just to be clear, this video is not scripted. I'm playing this live, but, yeah, see, I'm just gonna slowly back away, and the enemy's gonna come at me. That's just what they do. They're programmed to do that. Let's just play it in a tight place like this. I'm just gonna block. And away they go. Yeah, that's another great thing. Now, her next one, let's do her C4. This is another great area clearer. It is frontally focused, but you can manipulate Sheik. I just used a little trick there. Sheik has... I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I guess this is important always. Sheik has invulnerability. If you just spam dodges, she cannot be hurt or affected by things like that stun that the Re-Dead or whichever kind of zombie it was just tried to do to me. I can go into any danger. As long as I'm doing this, I am never in harm's way. You can see everything. Not even hitting me. Like, there were to be an effect, even with my shield, of me taking damage. Here, I'll intentionally take some damage to try to get rid of my shield. Okay, my water shield's down. You can see my health. Let's just let that happen again. Oh, the fire, it burns so much. Notice that I have 3.5 hearts missing. Intentionally moving in the fire, nothing doing. Sheik's Musou Attack. At first I didn't like it. Now I realize it's really, really good that it's so easy to use. And that it's a bit slow. Because you can do even more tricks when it comes to bosses. Let's go ahead and use this C1 that I never did. Okay, so it kind of makes this whirlwind around yourself, which damages enemies and knocks them back. And you can pin people to walls like this. It doesn't last super long, which I don't think it's nearly as good as her previous two. But still, you can just do a lot of work with this without even having to touch it. It's also really good when you're going into boss weak points. Although it's not her best option. Just any weak points that appear in general. It's just going to help you hitting them all the while. Let's go to her next one. Okay, so this allows me to do this kind of black hole thing. Which drags enemies in. Which sets them up perfectly for her Musou. So that's just another really good way that her moves work together. You drag all your enemies in, jump into the middle of the pile, and Musou them. With everything that she can do, it's often not necessary. But, yeah, it's just another great thing that you can do. It's really only good against generals and, like, higher-end monsters like I'm killing here. Against ones, it's really not that necessary. Okay, I might as well spam Musou a lot, because the last thing that she can do, and only she can do... It's stupid when you just, like, list out the number of things that she can do that others can't. But, yeah, that's just how they made this character, and I don't know why they did that. And I've actually heard some people say to me that they don't understand why Sheik is top tier. Yeah, that's why I'm making this video. This one's for you. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do her last C combo. Okay, now this is another great area clearer. It's rather late into her combo, so I don't often use it too much. But, yeah, let's just go ahead and use the effect from it. Where's a good place to use it? Maybe right here, where nothing's going on. Okay, so while I'm standing in this, my Musou charges on its own. That's how long it took to get one full bar. 2 bars. One note, if you dodge into it, you don't get the effect. She is invulnerable from positive and negative effects while doing that. So yeah, I wasted some of the time there, but I still got 2.5 bars. So if I wanted to, I could just do this twice, run away, recharge for free, and then do it all again. But it basically means that you're never going to want for that Musou bar to be full. Yeah, like, I want to get close to this guy, but I'm in a tight place and he's doing his attack. So yeah, I just kind of go into my invincible dodging. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's go ahead and end this fight. I want to specifically look for bosses in my next run. In my next mission. Let's see. Gotta kill this guy up here. Now, this Sheik is level 144. I would say that having characters around level 90 is sort of the minimum that you need for this lapsed map that I'm playing on. Oh, he's being tough, huh? Alright, then. Bye. But yeah, so I am a bit over-leveled for this mission. So that's why things are dying so fast. But what I'm trying to show you is not how awesome leveled I am and what a cool weapon I have with such great stats. I'm trying to show you techniques that make Sheik uniquely busted. Yeah, I know that characters like Link's Master Sword is totally busted. And, you know, when I made my top 10 video in the past, I had to say that definitely Link was the strongest character in the game and the most busted. Because he can just sit back here and do C3 over and over and over again, and there's nothing any character in the whole game can do about it. You may eventually take a single heart of damage, which will allow you to not just do that all the time. But you still can do the technique, it just won't be as effective. You'll have to do it more times. But still, I mean, you set it up right, and Link can just be completely untouched. It looks like Naruto's getting herself killed, so... Let's see. Maybe she died? No, she's still alive. I don't know if I'll get to her in time. If I lose the battle, it's not going to really change what I'm trying to show here. Oh, man. Link's health is so messed up. Hi, Ruto. Do I have a potion for him? Oh, yeah, I do. There we go. Who's attacking her? Just some Gorons? That's fitting. Guess you could make the case that Sheik is better than Link. Because I don't need all these potions for Sheik to get her doing her stuff. And a high-level Sheik is a really, really scary thing indeed. Alright, go away, Goron, so I can go back to playing as Sheik. Looks like the enemy commander has appeared. At least for the red army. So we'll go take care of them real quick. I'm just wondering, like, what's the best way for me to do it? I know that they're... Okay, it's Zelda. Myself. My greatest enemy. Honestly, using her trap is just, like, the best thing that you can probably do. I'm going to go ahead and mix this with my fairy, which is going to lower all the enemies that are hit by its defense. So let's try this again and see. Maybe this might take her out? She still got hit by it. Yeah, the range is slightly beyond what you see there. Her C2 is a great way to get some range while you're trying to set up this trap. She was attacking me, so I attacked back at her just to push her into that trap, and that does all the work for me. So yeah, that's how we win battles as Sheik. Next, let's try to find some bosses, just so I can show off a couple techniques. Oh, I got a rating of ass. How about that? What are you trying to tell me, game? Okay, we're back with Sheik, and I think I'm gonna do her Master Quest costume. Because it always just felt right to be such a ruthless assassin while dressed in this cool black kind of robe, secret garb. Okay, let's get it going. Alright, so technically you're supposed to escort these bomb chews in order to take out these bosses, but we're just going to fight them like normal. Let's armor up. Let's get our Musou gauge going. Guess we'll take a peek at Sheik. Looking very cool. And we're full. Okay. So who's our first boss? Ah, it's Goma. So Goma is really susceptible to the Sheik technique. So here's what you do. Get your C3 ready. Come here, Goma. Over here. I stand at about twice the boss's body length of distance. And I do nothing. That tends to draw their... Okay, so I'm going to use this. I'm immediately going to launch into another C2, although I messed it up there. If I need to lengthen this, because that one trap does about half the boss's gauge. Now this one's going to be tougher than normal, because you're supposed to kill it with the bomb chew, not by fighting it. Let's see if I can pull that off correctly on the second go. I did not. I was supposed to initiate with the trap. I'm going to do my trap, and I don't have enough time for the trap to go off. So if you Musou this, the trap will hit in normal time during that. So the boss's weak point was actually already broken, and a whole bunch of damage was dealt just by setting that trap before I went into Musou, which slows down time. Sheik is insane. Let's go ahead and teleport to the next boss. Where's the best place for me to go? I love how all these owl statues are nowhere close to where you actually want to be. That's why they're such a great addition to this game. I mean, they're better there than not, but couldn't they have done a couple more? At least put them in the corners of the map? Anyways. Ah, it's Argo Rock. Anyway, my Bolero of Fire is ready. Argorok's hard because you don't have a chance to totally run up to him. Okay. And then I'm going to spam my Musou so that that still hits him, and I get to hit him with this. So his weak point's already broken for sure. So it basically makes Sheik the best in the game because she has an attack that can hit while she's doing something else. Sorry, the best in the game at killing bosses. This is actually the one that she's worst at doing because there's such a long cutscene before he becomes available. Again, I can just be invincible in that fire. Doesn't matter. Just get your Bolero fire ready. Bolero. Weak, weak, strong. Bolero. Musou. That'll get every single boss in the game. I mean, if your badges suck, then maybe, you know, you'll still have to do more than that, especially if you're playing way outside of your level. But still, it's pretty much enough. The last one, I believe, is Phantom Ganon, which means that you guys are going to get an extra little tip. So Phantom Ganon can be really frustrating for some, including me. He doesn't always do what I want to do. But basically, do nothing to him. You want him to target onto you. And if he's doing anything except for launching his ball at you, I would just run away. Let's see what he wants if he gets close. You gotta get him to start playing Dead Man's Volley with you. Got him. Okay, I wasn't as prepared for this one. So actually, I'm just gonna let that Bolero go off, hit him with another fireball, and then Musou. Which I hope will be enough. Okay, it just barely was with a single more hit. Okay, once he's in phase 2 at 50% of his health, he's gonna start doing attacks, and you're supposed to, like, just wait them out. Hold on, I need to get my Musou ready. Anyway, the idea is that you're just supposed to wait out his attacks, but you don't actually have to do that. You'll notice by me charging that Bolero, by the way, that, yeah, you can still fight like normal in this, you just can't dodge in it. If you throw bombs into him, the bombs technically explode behind him, which is his weak point. So at any point in the second half of this fight, if you can hit him with bombs, it will... Well, it's supposed to launch into him. I wonder if they patched that out. Let me see if I can get that to work. Maybe he can't be in that animation. No, it works. I hit him with bombs while he was just standing still doing nothing, which lets you save a lot of time in the fight. Yeah, just spamming her C3 over and over again is another great way to get rid of boss weak points without having to set another Bolero, especially if you're kind of clumsy on the commands. Just set up a Bolero, first thing, C1, and then just do C3, C3, C3. Goma, because of its shape, C4, where she throws out like the kind of 3 thunder ball looking things in front of her. Him, her, Sheik. That can be really good. Any bosses that sort of make a C shape, that can be really good for. Sia has an attack that also works really well in that case. But yeah, usually I just rely on C3 a whole lot. The fireball. Okay, so we've seen Sheik at her absolute best. Let's see her at her worst and see if I can still make her work. I don't know how this is going to go. This is going to be an interesting experience to be sure. So, okay, we're going into the English version now. Okay, here we are into Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, the English version. Let's jump to the adventure mode. And, let's see. Gosh, Master Quest map? I guess that needs about level 30 or 40. Now let's see how it goes. No healing. Who needs healing when you have a shield? Alright, yeah, my Sheik is literally level 4. I think I only have the first badge for her. Meaning, I don't even have her full combos. His full combos. Whatever you want to call Sheik. I still think of it as a her because it's secretly Princess Zelda. Maybe Sheik wants to be a boy. I don't know. It's a confusing. It is a confusing. What the hell did I just say? Alright, so let's see. How out of my league am I? I can still blow that guy apart. Is this going to be too easy still? Defeat as many enemies as you can. Let's try that captain. If I just crush him up, you know... I seem to be just destroying him. Okay, good, good. A named enemy. Alright, let's shield up. Honestly, I'm not doing amazing damage against her, but I'm still doing significant damage. And controlling the fight. Yeah, that's doing about as much damage as I did in that big mission with my level 144 Sheik. Ironically, I was fighting the exact same character. That's strange how that works. Alright, in that case, I think this might be too easy. We're gonna exit out. I forget that the opening levels of the maps are pretty easy. Let's do something crazy, like the Koholint Island map. My favorite island. My favorite map, maybe. Oh, and I get Marin if I defeat this one. Stop the enemy merger. Okay. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I can show off Sheik, and I can unlock Marin. It's really fascinating for me to see this game in English. I mean, having spent... Oh God, I did maybe 100 hours with Hyrule Warriors Wii U. At least 300 hours, 250 to 300 hours in the 3DS version. And I think it came to 325 or 340 hours in this version, all in Japanese. It's really interesting to see, like, this text and stuff that I never got to see in English. Little details in the menu, what people say. I never knew what the translation was like, so... That's been a lot of entertainment for me, going back into this game. Okay, so he did a full hit of health damage to me there. Okay, I'd say this feels appropriately challenging. I got a bunch of Dark Lizalfos, and I... Okay, I should probably armor up. Good, this is the challenge I was looking for. Alright, so... Lots of enemies on my ass. I'm just going to clear some space and fight on my own terms. Also, you can use this to move people very easily. Some other tips for moving people where you want them to be. Use the bombs. Use the bombs to drag them to you. That's really good for when enemies are inside enchanted forts, keeps, and you need to get them out. Just throw bombs. Back away, get used to the distance that you need, and then throw more bombs. Anyway, they are really happy to chase me, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, looks like I don't have my C5. I only have up until C4. Anyway, I didn't talk about it that much, but Sheik's standard string is really good. It's moving forward, it's very controllable, I feel. Like, going left and right with it. Even the spin part, which is probably kind of the wackiest part, can be really good. Her C1 moves people away from you. It's kind of unique in that it doesn't just set them up right in front of you. But Sheik has enough tricks up her sleeve in order to kind of take care of that. I feel like I'm getting hammered in the health department. So I'm going to go back to my shield. And again, I can just become invulnerable whenever I want. I can jump right into the middle of them while doing my Invincible Dodge. And just do shit like this. All I want. So again, if it gets too much for you, just dodge around a lot. When things are looking clear, stop dodging and fight again. Like there was looking kind of hairy. I'm just going to go to safety of my dodges. Okay. Bet you didn't know you could do this mission at level... Defeat all remaining Lords of the Horde. Ooh, we can do... Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to use that. Lord of the Horde is preparing to merge with Moblin. Oh, up in the north? Cool. I'd like to fight a giant enemy as Sheik. That'd be a fitting test of her strength. Okay, Lord of the Horde down. Let's get this other dark big Poe. Okay. Now, I still have my shield. You can't really check how much health is left on your shield. So you can always redo it like that. Alright, let's go north. I hope that they merge. I would like to fight a big, giant, strong enemy. Go ahead and merge, brah. Do it. Fine. I'll just kill you. Another thing that's good to do while waiting for your thing to explode is just do the Invincible Dodge. That's all you gotta do. Boom! I imagine you could... wonder if that's possible. So go to C4, do C1. With this around you, use the time it buys you. Ah, no, I still got hit long range enough from that guy's spear. But yeah, you could use the time it buys you to set up your trap, but it didn't seem worth it. Downside is it's easy to get knocked out of your trap, especially early on. My shield's down. So yeah, I'm just going to re-up it for no cost. Just use C2 and then C1. And that's it. Okay. Let's focus on taking down Lord of the Horde here. Another one over there. Okay, he doesn't have anyone to merge with. Oh, he became giant? Did he? Seem to be draining its health just fine. Are you the big scary thing everyone's been talking about? Well, I guess he is bigger. Looks the same to me. Oh good, I got him with that. I almost never use those item weak points, because you gotta be in a really awkward place to use it as bombs. Bouncing them is a good time to use that. I guess he's gonna take both the damage of my weak point attack and the trap damage. Yeah, so Sheik's really good. I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, best character in the game. No one else can do the shit that she can do. He can do. It can do. They can do. She can do. Including standing on a mushroom with my feet kind of being half a foot off the ground. That's pretty cool. Oh, now her feet are actually on the mushroom. Well. Anyways, I hope that this kind of unique Warriors Wednesdays was useful to you. Let me know if you like this kind of one, and also let me know who you'd like me to cover in the future. Sheik is awesome. And now I have Marin? Question mark? Yay! Thank you, Sheik. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.